This is the cheapest smartphone from Amazon. Welcome. Now, when buying the cheapest smartphone on Amazon, I only had two requirements. One, that it had to be an unlocked smartphone, and two, that it had to be the cheapest one. And so for only $42, I got the i13 unlocked smartphone, 4.66 inch full HD 3G unlocked cell phones for Android 11, 1GB RAM, 8GB ROM, dual SIM unlocked smartphones, front rear dual HD camera, ultra slim cell phone, mobile phones, black, with 1-star rating. Now, unfortunately, if we go to this 1-star review, there is not actually a review, it's just a rating, and there's only one. So I mean, it could have just been one person who thought it was bad and that was it, right? And so let's see if somehow, some way, this phone is actually semi-decent at all. Now, when we take a look at the phone, we can initially see that we do have a dual camera setup, along with the front of the phone being kind of interesting. So it's almost like this phone has two sets of bezels. So you have, like, you know, the actual screen, and then you have a bezel around the screen. And then if you look closely, there is a notch that goes into the bezel that is around the screen. And then when you take a step back and look at it, you can then tell that this is a blatant ripoff of an iPhone 13. We have the same exact camera layout as the iPhone 13, and then we have the notch like the iPhone 13. But obviously, this is way worse. Now, if we take a look at the specs, we have a MediaTek 6889. I'm not very familiar with that processor, but I can only assume that it sucks. We have a 720p display, which is honestly more than I would have thought we would have got. We have a 3000 milliamp hour battery, a 5 megapixel front facing camera, an 8 megapixel rear facing camera, which it only mentions one rear facing camera, even though there's two, so one of these must be fake. It also, of course, uses 3G, has a micro USB port, and like we mentioned earlier, it has 1 gig of RAM and 8 gigs of storage. Oh, and apparently it has a horn, and the type of horn is single horn. What does that mean? And then when we finally get the phone turned on, this is the screen that we're greeted with. As you can see, that is an iPhone 13 wallpaper. So yeah, they are definitely basing this off the iPhone 13. Now, of course, this phone is running Android, and I just noticed this right off the bat. They have a fingerprint app. Like, how in the world does that even work? It says touchscreen fingerprint. We'll go ahead and turn that on, and it lets me scan my fingerprint. That is definitely not a real under display fingerprint scanner, but I'm interested to see what it actually does. Like, does it work for the screen unlock or what? Record successfully. Finish, okay. Oh, and now I can unlock the phone with my fingerprint, and it worked. Now let me try that with another fingerprint, and it also worked. Yeah, that's okay, that's fun. Now, if we go to the settings to check exactly which version of Android this is running, it says Android 11. That's not that bad. But as you can see, it doesn't really look like Android 11. It's some weird skinned version that looks super basic. It's kind of weird. Now, of course, I'm sure you guys want to see how the camera is, and it probably sucks, so let's check it out. And so here's a picture that I took with the rear-facing camera. As you can see, it's very weirdly overexposed and looks really bad. And if that's the rear-facing camera, I can only imagine how this front camera is gonna be. Oh! It has a front-facing flash! And then here is the photo taken with the front-facing camera. It's also bad. And now this is a video taken on the rear-facing camera of the $42 smartphone. How we looking? And now this is a front-facing video taken with the $42 smartphone, and I mean, look at this. I shake the phone. This is terrible. This is, I mean, yeah, wow, that's... Now, what if we just want to do a simple task like watch a YouTube video? Does that even work? Let's check. And so first up, I just tried to open the YouTube app just like normal, like anybody would, except it said that I needed to update it. And there was no way around just like skipping the update and just advancing to YouTube. No, like I had to update it. It wouldn't let me get around it. And so sure, I go to update YouTube, except then it tells me that I need to sign into my Google account to update YouTube. Except here's the thing, I was already signed into YouTube. And so then I'm just in like this endless loop of you have to sign into YouTube to update, except I'm already signed in, but you have to sign in. except I'm already signed in. And so the next thing I tried is searching for YouTube in the browser. And so I found my YouTube channel in the browser and I tried to open it up. And it allowed me to choose to go to the YouTube app, which for like a second seemed maybe a little promising, except no, it did the same thing. I need to update YouTube. And so then I'm like, okay, I'll just actually open YouTube in a web browser. Let's see if this phone can handle that. But sure enough, it couldn't. Now I did finally, after some loading, get to my YouTube channel, and it like loaded the channel, but didn't show like any of the thumbnails. It didn't show my profile picture, but I'm like, okay, I just clicked, went to a video, and that video loaded for like 3, maybe 4 minutes until the phone just totally crashed. It said it had a battery warning. It hit 15%, and then it just like froze, and I just had to like shut down the phone. It wouldn't let me do anything. So can the $42 smartphone run YouTube? No. Maybe if you kept trying, you'd be able to get it to work, but yeah, no. And then I randomly have been getting ads on this phone. Like I'm just in the middle of doing something and boom, an ad pops up. I'm like, what the heck? Is that how they're selling this phone for $42? Because they just throw ads on it? Like, what the heck? Okay, wait, hold on. I finally got to sign in. It took a while. This thing is freaking slow. Like so freaking slow. Except YouTube does not exist on the Play Store on this phone, which I think maybe is why it says that YouTube needs to update to be able to use it, because it can't be updated. It doesn't exist here. It does have YouTube Kids though. We could try to install that and maybe it'll work. All right, we're trying it. We're installing YouTube Kids. Let's see what happens. Okay, finished. We can open up the app now. Let's see. YouTube, give me something. Okay, it's doing something. Oh no. YouTube Kids won't run unless you update Google Play services. What is this? Guys, this phone sucks so bad. Like, I know you're gonna be like, Parker, what'd you expect? It's a $42 smartphone, but like, oh my gosh. It's just taking forever to load. I'm like, bro. All right, I think we're gonna give up on the trying YouTube for now. Maybe I can download a video game. Maybe it's still loading Google Play. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm literally on the home screen right now and I can't even like, I can't swipe. Like, it's just like frozen. Oh, and if you couldn't tell, like, yeah, the screen like sucks. I mean, look at that, look at that viewing angle. That's pretty bad. Well, good thing you can take the back off of this phone and pop out the battery when the phone freezes and put it back in and start it back up. Yeah, guys, I don't know. This phone is starting to frustrate me a little bit. Like, it's legitimately painful to use, you know, trying to open different things. It's pretty bad. I think I can safely say that buying a $42 smartphone off of Amazon is not a good idea at all. Does it make good content? Absolutely. But is it a good idea to use practically? Absolutely not. But if you guys have any more like weird tech that you think I should buy and make a video about, then feel free to let me know. I love trying like weird tech like this, even if it does frustrate me a little bit once it becomes so slow, painfully slow, but you know, I'd be happy to try out some different things and see what you guys want to see. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you also for all of the support recently. I mean, I don't know if you've seen this, but we've gained like 50,000 subscribers in the past 28 days. Like, that's insane. In fact, we just got verified on YouTube as well because of that, and they're sending out my silver play button, which is like insane. I never thought I would ever have a play button. But anyways, you guys are amazing. Love you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. God bless, and we'll see you in the next one.